From WENY News, this is First Warning Weather.
And welcome back. We're looking out the Westfield sky cam. See clouds pretty much just draped across the region. Overcast skies continuing into tonight, and that'll do a little bit of a job keeping some of that heat near the surface, but most of it be ushered out thanks to some cold air pushing in from the northwest. Winds will pick up later on tonight, but for right now, still in the 40s for a good chunk of the area. 42 Canisteo and Corning, down towards Tioga and Mansfield, also sitting in the low 40s, 43 rather, in Elmira currently. But you can see how some of that cold air has already made its way in towards the northern portion of the area, penetrating parts of Penn Yan, Watkins Glen over towards Tompkins County, as we're still in the upper 30s in Ithaca this evening. We look at the satellite and radar. You can see systems evolving and pushing through. Not too much happening in Pennsylvania at the moment, aside from a few light showers, but some of these will be pushing in to our region later on tonight. For right now, though, just draped in clouds this evening. Not too much happening yet, but eventually we'll start to see some areas get some of that rain. It's going to start out further to the west and eventually make its way over towards some of the eastern portions of the viewing area. Warmer weather in tomorrow, and as we get to the afternoon, higher likelihood we see those clouds break. More sunshine comes around, likely get up in those mid 50s, but the morning on the chilly side, cloudy. Best chance of rain after we get past sunrise, as most of the precipitation happening later on tonight is happening before most of us are even out the door in the morning tomorrow. Winds pick up later on tonight, very late, all the way from about midnight to 5 a.m. is where we're going to see wind gusts top out around 40 miles per hour throughout the area. But it's not like that's the only time we're going to see wind tomorrow. They come back around the afternoon and some parts of the evening, but things will have mostly calmed down. Is when we get into Monday night is when we start to see the winds finally calm down, and we can get back to a more calm pattern as we get into Tuesday. But looking ahead, you could see how some areas out to the west will be dealing with that wintry weather before it gets here. That front's going to push in, bring us some rain, but colder air filtering in from the northwest as that low pressure system pushes through into parts of other Ontario and in towards Ottawa. We'll get a little bit more cold air, allows the door to open up for some snow, but it's not going to last very long. In fact, you can see how things start out pretty quickly here. You got some light rain coming around 10 o'clock. Snow pockets, cold air, mainly happening in some of the higher elevations, so like the Allegheny Plateau. But it does push in. That cold air will make its way through the Finger Lakes, but will be overpowered by some warmer air. And again, if you're over towards Allegheny County, New York, Potter County, Pennsylvania, better chance of some snow, but that's moving through very quickly, replaced by some rain later on. You can see how spotty it is, though. There's really not too much behind this at all. Very light accumulations, very little but in way of rain and snow. In fact, things are going to be very spotty going into tomorrow night. Could see a few light showers make their way through. Otherwise, looking fairly calm as we head into Tuesday. Forecast a high of 47 right around average. We ended up hitting 43. Cloud cover came in a little bit earlier than expected, and we stopped in the low 40s this evening. 35 tonight. Can't rule out wintry mix. Mainly some rain switches over to snow, back to rain for a majority of the region. And then beyond that, into the 7-day forecast, up to 56 tomorrow after the rain calms down. 40s for the first half of the week. Second half seeing more rain. Temperatures being in the 50s. We could return to 60 as soon as next Sunday.